going on, everybody? Welcome to my stream of Might and Magic 3. So, I've already got a party going. Looks like I'm level 7 right now. So I've already cleared out the first dungeon, which is the basement in Fountainhead. And now I'm just figuring out where I'm going next. So I did shut off the music because it's very annoying. And also, by the way, I have this thing running called Where Are We? Which is like a mod or a patch or whatever. So it gives me like an auto map feature, which you can't see because it's on my desktop. And it kind of tells me all my party stats, and it shows me where I am, and it shows me where things are on the map. So, should we leave Fountainhead? No. I'm just going to heal up my party real quick before we leave. So, let's heal up Rocksteady and Vivian. Then I got Shushu, my gnome cleric, Vivian, my elf sorceress, John Stud, my dwarf ranger, Brett, my female elf ninja, my male orc barbarian Rocksteady, and my male human paladin Bebop. Alright, so I'm going to take off. So the one thing about Might and Magic 3, which you'll learn pretty quickly if you play, is that everything devours time. So every step that I take takes an in-game minute. So you only have a certain amount of time in the game because characters age, and they will actually die of old age, and their stats will start to decrease once they reach a certain age. So each step that you take, you're losing precious time. So what I try to do is, because I can see everything that's on the map, every time I rotate one, that's a minute. So I try not to rotate as much as I can. So it might seem a little confusing, some of my movements, but I'm side shifting for a reason and blocking backwards for a reason. So this fountain will give me strength. So my stats are all increased now. I see some enemies. I can shoot some ranged attacks at them. Then when they get to me, I go into like a turn-based system. And each of my characters that's lit up down here, press the A button and take out all these oh no bugs. You also see all these little symbols by my guys' heads. So what you can do is you can go to the temple in town, and if you make a certain amount of donations, they'll bless you, and they'll give you all these extra stat boosts. So these are helpful to have when you're going out and exploring and wiping out dungeons. Oh no, more bugs. I wonder if this is an in-game joke about computer bugs. So yeah, every attack that I do takes time away from me. So ranged attacks also cost time. So you can see now that I'm not blessed anymore, that I'm actually struggling a lot more with these bugs. Because the day passed, once the day passed, then I lose my stats. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to town before I hit that dungeon that I'm already exploring. And I'm going to get blessed again and healed up. This might be a little boring, but these are the things we got to do when we're exploring. Kind of rhymes. The book I once read called Green Eggs and Ham. Green eggs I ham, I Sam I am. Will you eat my green eggs and ham? I will eat them in a box. I will eat them with a fox. I will eat them in a house. I will eat them with a mouse. So I'm paying for donations. Oh, see. So the amount of donations that you need for Blessed depends on the day of the week that it is. Up to, I think, 10 days. So if it's day 63, I think you need to donate 3 times. If it's day 67, you need to donate 7 times, etc. So my party's blessed, and I'm going to head back out, wipe out some beehives. Punk ass bees. I ain't afraid of no bees. I mean business. Mean busyness. Here we go. Take a sip of water? Sure, why not? Oh, punk ass bugs. See how much easier they are to fight when I'm blessed? Piece of cake. Oh, there's a cave that we're going to enter. So I've already been in this cave and I've wiped out some of the monsters. So the cool thing about Might and Magic 3 is that the caves will remember your progress. So if I wipe out half a cave and I leave and come back, they will still be wiped out. So what am I doing here? I'm going to cast the light spell because I can't see shit. So let's take a look at your spells. Light. Select. Now I can see. All right. The other thing you can do too, the good thing about Might and Magic 3, which is different than Might and Magic 2, is that you can save anywhere in the game. Very cool. Now, where was I? Exploring this map here. I have not been here, I don't think. Oh, unlock the door. Let's try with my ninja. Whoa, what the fuck are those things? I've never seen those things before. They look like alien crabmen. Bugaboos. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Bugaboos are toughaboos. Not when you're blessed, like I am. So, having this map thing is kind of like cheating because you can actually see what's in chests and stuff before you open them. So you can tell if a chest is a trap or not. So yeah, I'm cheating hardcore right now. But there's some juicy scrolls in here that when I search, who's going to pick it up? Let's give it to Brett. Acid Stream. Do you wish to read it? I don't know. Can she read it? Vivian and Acid Stream. Nice. I think Vivian already knew Acid Stream. We'll give the jump scroll to this guy, the ranger. Can he learn jump even? Cannot understand the scroll. Okay. What about her? Cannot understand the scroll. Alright, well then my sorcerer. So the way I've set up my party is that there's 3 different types of spell casting in the game. And I've set up my party so that I can cast all 3 of those types. So I have a cleric, a sorcerer, and a ranger. A ranger casts like natural type spells, which druids and rangers can cast. And I think archers too. And then sorcerers type cast different type of spells, like sorcery spells, and then Shushu casts clerical type spells. So I have access to every spell in the game. Who's going to unlock the door? The ninja. Oh, got it. Wild fungus. Yeah, no match for me. Now we got some things to explore. Gonna do a little cheating. Look at the map. To my left and right are 2 piles that are nothing but bones. And right ahead of me is a shield scroll. So, search. Who's gonna look? What do you know? Power shield scroll. Will you read it? Sure. She cannot understand. Okay. Just inside. Step in. Save some time. There's a bugaboo. Shoot a couple arrows up his bum. Oh. Why do they keep going for Brett? 8 gems. Nice. Sometimes I wish when you find money in games, you can make it come out of the computer. You know? In a floppy drive. Floppy drive, like, can print cash. You find it in games. Let's see who's gonna unlock the door. My ninja. So the way I've set up my party too is I have at least one character that can that has thieving skills. So the only two characters in the game that have thieving skills are robbers and ninjas. The reason I went with the ninja is because the ninja's a better fighter. Smoke that wild fungus. Looks like we're having mushrooms for dinner tonight. Stuffed mushrooms. A little bit of garlic, breadcrumbs. Bake them under the oven. Small rats scurry away from the dirty bones. Search? Yeah, I'll search. Who's gonna search? Who likes to get their hands dirty? Since this guy's... Oh, I'll let her search. Wow, flame birch, longbow, dagger. I like to go through the weapons once I'm completed a dungeon, just because with the item system in Might and Magic 3 is a little, you have to do a little finagling. So like I'll have to like go through all the items, see which ones are best for my character, and that can take time. With the where are we patch that I have set up here, I can actually see the stats of the items in the little stat box that's up on my window, my desktop, which you can't really see. But without that, you actually have to consult like a guide, which is very annoying and very tedious and can take a lot of time. So you have to like, you'll legit get a guide that'll say like, you know, like sword, hammer, mace, like all these different things. And they have a base stat, which could be like a sword is like 1d6, right? So then in the game, when you get, when you find swords of different materials, like a wooden sword or a bronze sword, you have to consult this guide that will tell you a sword's base skill set is 1d6. And if it's um, any item that's wooden, then it tells you the stats you would add or subtract. So a wooden um, material would be like -1, -2, and whatever, right? So then you would add the wooden stats to your sword stats. So then it would be like 1d6, -1, -2. So then it would really be like a 0d4, right? So that's very long-winded and tedious. So the nice thing about the Where Are We patch is that it'll show me right on these little windows that I have set up my desktop what stats the item has. So I don't have to look up this convoluted list of like wooden sword or bronze sword. And then you add other stuff too, like you can find bronze sword of aid. So then you have to look up the bronze sword and then what bronze is and what a sword is, and then what of aid will add to the sword, which usually means it'll cast like a spell, aid spell or something like this. Anyway, so who's gonna unlock the door? My ninja. Oh, what happened here? Yeah, my ninja. Please. No? Took damage on that one. You can also bash, which deals 5 damage to your two main characters, which would be my paladin and my barbarian, but they have a chance of knocking the door down. See? Bash the shit out of that door. Some more fungus. Some more stuffed mushrooms for dinner. Alright. Take a look at this. Wild fun gusses. So, if I do a little cheating exploration, I can see that this thing in front of me deals 200 electrical damage. But then it makes me plus 20 electrical resistant permanently. Wow. But none of my characters even have 200 HP. So that would kill my whole team if I stepped inside that thing. So I'm not going to do it. Because there's a lot of things to live for. But I can see over here with my magic hatch that there's some jewelry in this pile of bones. I wonder whose bones these were. Maybe the Might and Magic Hide and Go Seek champion. Very cool. Ancient jewelry. I wonder what that does. I'll have to consult the list later. Oh, what's going on here? Some bugaboos. Hello, Mr. Boo. Gems. The ogres buried their treasure in the Valley of the Trolls. Very cool. So if this was 100 years ago, I'd have to write this down. But because it's 2020 and I have the Where Are We patch and there's all kinds of guides online, I do not have to write this down and I will not write it down. I have, don't get me wrong, I have played games in the past where I've actually, oh, looks like my sorcerer is unconscious. It's okay. I'm not good at casting a lot of spells anyway, but I should. In the past, I've actually written down physical maps and stuff like this, and it's good for immersion and stuff, right? But for right now, I just want my Might and Magic easy going, fast version of Might and Magic. I want to rack my brain. I'm playing games to get away from work. I don't want to play games to go back to work. So let's see, what can we cast here? Oh, I didn't mean to cast light again, but she did. So can you cast? Let's see. Revitalize. Uh, Revitalize removes weak from one character. Awaken removes sleep. First aid plus 6 hit points to one character. Elemental arrow, 8 elemental damage to one monster. Yeah, let's try that out. Sure. Get rid of one of these bugaboos. Ooh. Feel electricity. Nothing. Waste of time. No, I don't want to cast light again. I would like to cast Cure Wounds. Yeah, let's cast Cure Wounds. Oh, I can't. I don't know why. No, I can't. She can't cast spells for some reason right now. Oh, maybe I don't have any mana left. I need to rest. And yes, resting costs time. Like when you rest, you lose like 10 hours or something like this, but then you regain your health and your mana points. And you also lose food, so you travel around with up to 5 days worth of food, and you can rest up to 5 days before you need more food. I just can't rest. Should I try to run, or should I just... Yeah, these bugaboo. I don't run from a bugaboo. Bugaboos run from me. Yeah, let's go. Nice. I have a feeling there's more monsters behind this door. But let's go for it. We don't play Might and Magic because we're scared. Oh, down to 2 guys left. Might and Magic. So, I can turn around and run like a coward, or I can take a chance and face the wind. Should have ran. Fuck. I'm gonna die. Dead. Alright, well, that was my run of Might and Magic 3. You got to see a little bit of this one dungeon. Collected some items, but I died, so I didn't actually collect any of them. But with the Where Are We patch, it'll be easy enough to catch up to where I was before. Alright, everybody. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed my little show. See you later.